Hey everyone, and welcome to another Marks & Crafts review. Continuing my November special themed videos, we're going to continue with another slightly risque figure. This is Luphia, an original character designed by Saito M, or Saitom. He is the artist for the Xenoblade franchise, which is kind of funny as it's a Nintendo IP, which is how I originally found them, and I fell in love with their art ever since. And they are known for their unique character proportions and designs. Anyway, this is Luphia, beautiful looking figure, and I thought I would save it for this special month of November. So let's take a look. So here she is, like I said in the intro. This is designed by Saito, or Saito M, or Saitom, the artist behind the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and 3 character designs, or at least the majority of them. And they also designed the main character in Expelled from Paradise and things like that. Anyway, they've been around. But they're also a lewd artist, which is why we're reviewing this in November. I could review it in any other month, but I thought I'd hold off until now. And we can see the art that the figurine is based off right here, and it looks incredible. Normally I don't go for figures like this just because I find them hard to display, but when I saw the promo images for this, I just couldn't say no. It was fantastic. It looked incredible, and I love the art. I love the artist. And yeah, let's have more of a look around the box. See, there's the figure just all set up there. There's some close-ups. There's her name, the rough franchise that they're from, art by Saitom. Let's see, another promo image of the figure here. It's a 1/7 scale figure made by Max Factory, and around here you can see the main viewing window. There's also a window on top as well. Yeah, just looks really cool. Love the design, and let's get right into it. Now here she is out of the box, and she looks incredible. This is probably one of the best figures that I've seen all year, and the most perfectly presented figure all year. Like this actual sort of like a rug base, I don't know what it is about it, but it just like highlights the figure so well. The DF, which is the rough brand that these figures go under, there's a few that are sort of branded as such. Yeah, it's really stylish. The figure can also just rest on the floor, but I think the base really brings it together. But just the first look at it, the light, the texturing, everything, it's just incredible. I'm glad that I've got good lighting right now, because you can see just how much this jacket reflects light and just looks absolutely gorgeous. The amount of effort that probably went into making this is just nuts. So anyway, while we're evaluating the figure, we'll be looking at paint, sculpt, any issues with the figure, and my thoughts overall. So let's get a closer look. So just taking a closer look at her face, you can see the DF brand there, some very nicely detailed horns, beautifully sculpted hair, and the very, very Saitom face design. He's got a very unique face design, but literally everything he does always has the same face pretty much, which isn't really a complaint, but just an observation. Really beautiful work with taking off this glove. It's very like realistic. I love the change in texture between the skin and the glove. Looks great. I'll just rotate her around a little bit. You can see how nice her hair looks. It's multiple shades. There's a nice transition as the hair changes color. Some nice texture on the top of the hat. It looks like a puffy winter jacket, which is great. And this nice little like gold detail on there. Next we will go back to the front and see just the ruffles in this jacket. It looks like a real jacket. It's incredible. I don't know how long it would have taken to sculpt this. It's just ridiculous how much effort would have gone into making this and making it look real. Like even this detail of the zipper going along and then sort of shifting along, so you can see the color transition as the sort of folds go into the gold of the actual zipper. There's actual detail inside the jacket. Don't want her to fall. There's detail inside the jacket, which is amazing. You see her bra is beautifully detailed and beautifully textured. Her skin tone is fantastic. Her eyes look incredible. Her other arm, you can see she's wearing her glove, beautifully textured. The only thing is this sort of like strand going into the glove. It's very obviously molded in one piece and looks a bit funny, but you won't notice it from the main viewing angle, so it does not matter at all. Yeah, the skin, the folds, everything looks incredible. Don't want to stay on that too long. But yeah, it's just an amazing looking figure. I might need to blur some of this out, unfortunately. I really don't want to, but it's just incredible, this figure. The tail looks nice, the socks are beautifully detailed. The shoes look great. They're only one color, but it's the way they use the color in clear parts, texturing, it's so good. It's amazing. And it looks like a nudie figure, but it isn't. It's just a very, very suggestive figure. Even this detail here looks incredible. She's got a little DF on her socks. There's just incredible texturing and detail work all around this figure. The sculpt is pretty much phenomenal. If I were to pick her up, you can see that she's just flat underneath, so she can sit on any real surface. Kind of looks funny, but yeah, doesn't really matter. But the way she sits on the fur really brings it all together. It's just an incredible clash of textures, and I think it works in the figure's favor because you just see the fur sort of cover up anything and make it look like she really is sitting on it, which is incredible. Paint-wise, there is no issue at all. Like, everything is immaculate. If I were to pick on something, while the zipper detail is cool, it gets a little bit lost. Like, I don't know why the gold sort of transitions up there. I think it's because it's folded, but it just looks a bit funny. Like, it could have just been the gold zipper down there and it would have been fine, or gold all the way. Doesn't really matter. But that is literally the only nitpick. As I was going through the figure, I didn't see any issues. If we go back to her face, you can see the amazing detail on her horns. It's all different colors. It's like a rainbow going through. There's a beautiful transition to the horns themselves. This nice little transition of her hair of multiple colors down there. It's just so good. Even the makeup on her face looks nice. It's just fantastic. This is a beautiful, beautiful figure. And the base is huge. I like it. I don't find any real issues with this at all. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous figure. And Max Factory have absolutely nailed it. And Saitom has also nailed it. Especially because this looks like the picture just come out of the box. This is fantastic. This is like the closest I've ever seen to matching the promo art, pretty much, which is funny because like this month we've already looked at the Bashoujo Morrigan, and she was already fantastic as well. But I've always greatly enjoyed Saitom's works, ever since Xenoblade Chronicles 2 of like their character designs, and then went down the rabbit hole that is their entire Twitter. But yeah, they're just a fantastic character designer. I like it how they live a double life between game design, characters, and everything else. But it's cool, and I'm glad that they also got like their own exhibit in Japan and things like that. It was so cool. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing figure. If you like it, definitely pick it up if you can find one. And as long as you can have an ecchi figure, because I know that that's a little hard for some people to have in their collections. But yeah, strongly recommend. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you all next time.